Today, my pursuit of reptiles and amphibians is taking me to Uganda to complete my encyclopedia. All sorts of habitats can be found in Uganda: savannas, Great Lakes, and equatorial forests that attract an incredible variety of reptiles and amphibians. My main objective will be to flush out the formidable Gaboon viper, one of the largest vipers on the planet that holds the record for the longest venomous fangs. Strange, mysterious, and sometimes dangerous, reptiles are nevertheless fascinating. My name is Nathanaël Maury. I'm a photographer and a herpetologist. I've decided to roam the planet on my own, carrying only 15 kilos of gear to track down reptiles and amphibians, whether known or unknown to this day. My project is to create a detailed encyclopedia of all these species before they disappear. That's the challenge I've set myself. You really need to watch out because there are lions, buffaloes out there, animals that could kill you on the spot. Always stay on your guard. This is West Uganda, in the Great African Rift, more or less at the same level as the equator. I always check the bushes, because if there are any snakes around, that's where they could be. Sometimes you can also find chameleons, lizards. That's funny. It looks like a tree, but in fact it's a giant cactus. It's amazing to think of the amount of water needed to fill up such a cactus. These plants store an incredible amount of water. Okay, any snakes around here? Those islets of greenery in the middle of the savannah are really peculiar. It looks like a small island. This is an Atheris hispida. It's a very rare bristly bush viper. All the scales on its back point upwards. They really look like bristles. This is an atypical snake. I don't know of any other snake with such elongated, overlapping scales. You can see this is really an arboreal snake by the way it's climbing up my hook. It's worth doing a photo shoot right away. Okay, I'm going to bag it so I can prepare the studio. This may be a small snake, but it's still venomous. They are part of the viper family, which means they can potentially inflict necrosis. That type of venom is no joke. I'm glad to be opening my studio for my first shoot in Uganda, and this is a brilliant start. Opening the studio all around the world is like a ritual. Okay. Light test. We're good. Incredible. Let's take the main photo. You can see its little fangs and everything. It's trying to impress me. This is an arboreal snake, but it has no problem traveling on land. It's probably also a bit terrestrial. Oh, he tried to get me. So, in Uganda, there are 3 species of Atheris. This is Atheris hispida, then there is Atheris squamija and Atheris Nitsche. And this one is the rarest of the 3. I'm really lucky to have it. The time it took me to adjust the focus, he moved. He really won't stop moving. I have another technique, and that's to use the glass. I'll just leave him a little moving space underneath, but he should calm down. There. You'll feel safer. No two snakes behave the same way, and you need to adapt to each individual to take photos. He's not stuck, but he feels the pressure of the glass on his back, and he feels sheltered. It may be transparent, it works anyway. Okay, I've done with the general photo, I still need a front shot. Perfect, beautiful. He looks as if he's got a bow tie on his snout. Small vipers such as this one are so odd. I don't know why evolution made them that way, with upper dorsal scales, as if they had bristles. This is a really peculiar animal. There. He needs to be compact. This is perfect. He mustn't get out. Perfect. Great, I've got it. This is when you really understand the purpose of macro photography and of a high-definition sensor to examine the image. Zoom in and see all the details. Okay then, thanks for the photo shoot. Uganda is off to a great start, with a very rare species. I never would have put on my list because I never thought I could catch one. Okay, we're off again. Let's see what we can find. A snake. We really need to watch out with this one. This is no easy snake. It's very fast. Wow. This is a Jameson's mamba. Okay, I'll just put him in the bag and we'll do the photo shoot. Oh, he's magnificent. No biting. Keep calm. Very careful now. This is a powerful neurotoxic venom. Let's change hands. It's a bit tricky. We have to hurry because it's not good. There he was crossing between two bushes, but this is not the kind of snake that stays out in the sun in the open. So we need to find some shade as soon as possible. I'm really happy about this. It's my first mamba. Is there a spot in the shade for me? It looks okay here. There, perfect. And this is a little surprise for later on. Here we go again, setting up the studio. This is a shoot that requires a lot of concentration. This is a fast snake and people have been known to die in less than 3 hours. Okay, let's do this. It takes time getting used to the gloves. They're very thick gloves and not easy to use, but wearing them can save your life. Dendroaspis jamesoni is one of the 4 mambas. They all live in Africa. They are part of the elopid family and they have neat little venomous hooks. They're not very long, but sufficiently so to inject a very powerful neurotoxin venom that can cause death in just a few hours. The snake is said to be one of the fastest in the world. The black mamba holds a record of about 23 kilometers an hour. We don't really know about this one. Apparently, I think it wouldn't mind biting my fingers. Okay. There. That's not bad. Okay, that's perfect. He has large cephalic scales. I like that a lot in snakes. A front shot now. There, I have my front shot. Now for the challenge. Getting him to roll up on this. It would be nice if he went and rolled up under the hat. But he's much more interested in the bush behind me than the hat. This is to make him feel safer. There, delicately. Okay, now I just need to take that away, and if he stays, then I've won. Perfect. It's a really beautiful snake, on top of being a very dangerous one. He's slightly flattening his neck out. That's to, just like cobras, but not as wide. So now there's just the ventral photo. We're going to need to roll him up. He's getting a little upset. I'm going to have to catch him to take the ventral shot. There. I need to be able to roll him up on this small glass pane, but he's rather long. This is a Dendroaspis Jamesonian. They can measure up to 2.60 meters. This one must be easily 1.80 to 2 meters long. The idea is to guide him by pressing down slightly, then to bunch him up like an accordion. You have to be careful because they're fast. All right, now there's much more room. He has a beautiful belly. The trick is to imprison the head in the middle of the rings so he can't come out. That's very good. We're almost there. There. A Jameson mamba quietly on its back. Okay, I'm going to check if he stays on his back when I take away the pane. You never know. That's even better. This is great. Now I have all the ventral scales correctly. Very pretty too. It starts in yellow and finishes green with black markings. This is really an exceptional snake. It looks dead, but you can clearly notice the heartbeat there. And the breath coming from here and going down to around there. Snake's lungs are very long. He's really cool. Okay, he wasn't so cool when I caught him, but now he's calmed down. Right, so now I'm going to wake him up, and because he's at home here, I'm going to release him here. Wake up, sleepyhead. Nap time is over. Look at that. Before he was in a hurry to get away, now he's cool as a cucumber. So now for a little surprise. It's a much quieter one. It'll be much less stressful than with the mamba. A small chameleon. This is Rhinoceros elite. He's rather common, but that doesn't make him any less magnificent. Blue, yellow, green little stripes. This is an animal I really like, with its little inverted crest under the throat. Okay. I hope he doesn't change colour. When they're upset, they quickly change colour. The ability to turn its eyes at 360 degrees is incredible. Non-stop and in short increments. The lines on its belly are absolutely remarkable. Come on. No, but they have very sharp claws, so as to cling to the branches correctly. This is a strictly arboreal animal. They very rarely walk on the ground. When they do so, it's between two bushes, when they have no other choice. There, look, there's a nice bush for you right here. The wind is rising all of a sudden. I need to pack up quickly. There's a big storm coming right at me. Anyway, I'm going to change areas. I'm going to climb up to the foot of the rift. There I'll have rainforests and it'll be easier to set up camp. Okay, I better hurry. It's getting darker. I'm going to gear up for night tracking. You can hear the whole forest waking up. The crickets, frogs, insects. Here we're at an altitude of 1,500 meters. More or less level with the equator. It's not very cold, but it's very damp, and there is moss growing everywhere. It's incredible. I'm going to go down the river for a while and see what I can find. Here I need to be fast and accurate. This is an exclusively aquatic frog. It's called a true frog. There. I can hear several types of insect here, but only one kind of frog, which I've already caught. So I can go to bed now. I just need to find the right spot for the hammock. Okay, over here was fine. Then... everything I need for a good night's sleep. There we go. I like to look at the photos I took during the day. It motivates me for the next day. The bristly snake is really one of a kind. This is the mamba. It's a nice profile shot. That snake really has a lot of character. That's because of the scales around its eye. They are well outlined like ceramic tiles. To me, this is the most beautiful of the mambas. Well, this is a good photo. The eye is inside a cone. For my first day in the savannah, this is great. Okay, I'm going to say goodnight because I really need to get some rest. Hey, hello there. This is a small-horned chameleon, Rhinoceros johnstoni. They're very gentle animals. All right, they can bite, and they have very sharp-clawed feet. Actually, they have two opposable thumbs. Unlike most animals, they only have one. They use them like pincers. They're very well adapted to living in trees. They are arboreal animals. And they have a prehensile tail, which means they can use it to hold on with. They have muscles down to the tip of their tail. So the specific thing about chameleons is that their eyes can turn at 360 degrees and independently one from the other. And they have very accurate eyesight, like field glasses. They can see an insect from a great distance. I'm not going to do the photo shoot right away. I'm going to put him in the bag and see if I can find anything else. A snake. Ah, it's an Atheris Nitsche. This is a venomous snake, but it's not supposed to be aggressive. I'll use the gloves because its venom is not very well known. It is part of the Viperidae family, so it's a viper. He's beautiful. He has a black V mark on the head. He's actually not aggressive. He's not trying to bite. I'm going to look for a spot to take my photos. I already have 3 animals to photograph. Delicately. Okay, now we look for a spot and we do the photo shoot. There's a clearing. Now for the frog. But we need to clean him up first. It's shower time. Well, yeah. He's singing. You can clearly see he's exclusively an aquatic frog because of the membranes between each toe, thanks to which he's a very good swimmer. No, you stay here. A frontal shot. Now for the horn chameleon. It's funny the way he's looking all over the place all the time. Now you can see the prehensile tail, well, it's rolled up. It's a bit complicated with chameleons because they don't like staying on a flat surface. They like to hold onto a branch or to something. Ah, he's caught his horn. They really want to hold something with their little paw. There. He's changed colours. He's greener now. These little horns are incredible. They're nice and rigid. It must be fun to see the males fighting using their horns. It's hard to imagine such small animals fighting like bulls. It's really a triceratops, like a dinosaur, but in a much smaller and cuter version. This one won't attack me. Okay, the glove, the hook. So this is an Atheris. An Atheris is a viper and a boreal viper. This one is Atheris Nitsche. It's very beautiful. It's a cousin to Atheris squaremija, which is the African bush viper. The African bush viper has large scales over the eyes that look like eyelashes. This one has scales over its eyes, but they are much smaller. Oh, how beautiful. Right now he's in an attacking position. So the security distance with this kind of snake is 15 to 20 centimeters. So if I'm like this, even if I look at him from close up, if it attacked in my direction, it wouldn't be a problem. Always know the animals and their striking range. It's very important. Perfect. It's a very pretty green colour that turns yellow on the underbody. Okay, I have everything I need. That's it, buddy. You came from here, just where I found you. I'm going to release the frog and the chameleon, take them back home. Then I'll change areas. My trek resumes on one of the many islands of Lake Victoria. It's the largest lake in Africa and the source of the White Nile. Okay, bye. Thank you. This island has remained wild for the most part. So apart from a few pigs that have been left here, there should be crocodiles and monitors. I also think there are snakes, but that remains to be confirmed. There are a huge amount of birds, which means prey for the monitors and the snakes. There's a monitor lizard. I'm going to try and get closer. Okay, he escaped me once, but tomorrow there's a good chance I'll be able to catch him. The islet is not very large. I'm sure to come across him again. This is covered in bird droppings. I could set up my hammock here, but there are birds' nests all over the place and I don't want to disturb them. Oh well, I think I'll go back down to the beach. I have a feeling I won't get much sleep tonight. Okay, it's night now. I'm going to set up camp over here somewhere. I'll just leave my bag here and see if I can find something. There are insects all over the place, it's a nightmare. Oh, he's enormous. This is an African rock python. Careful now. I mustn't mess this up. This is a big fella. Wow, he's huge. He must weigh at least 25 kilos. Okay, come here. I don't have a bag big enough for him. I have to go back and get my gear. You have to watch out because now he's folding me in half. He's much stronger than I am. If he gets in, let's put him in here. There. Get in the bag. Good boy. Good boy. Actually, it's a female. She's enormous. That's going to be some photo shoot. I'll do it early in the morning with good light. So African rock pythons are the largest snakes in Africa. We're on an island here and the lake is huge, but it's a freshwater lake. And a snake like this can easily swim 10 kilometers. I'm pretty sure she came here to hunt pigs. As for me, I've deserved to catch a little sleep. Let's leave the hook within reach, you never know. If the snake cracks the bag open or if a crocodile pays me a visit. Hey, don't snore, okay? I'd like to get some sleep. Oh, what a great night. I didn't get any sleep. Mosquitoes kept landing all over me. But she looks like she had a good sleep. Okay, let's get the studio ready. Because it's a big beast, I'm going to use the 35mm. I hope she's in a good mood because yesterday she seemed a little grumpy. I'm going to try and get her out directly onto the canvas. Always keep your guard up because... There. She has a good reach. You always have to be careful. Okay. Now I'm holding her. I need to calm her down. She's not very happy. She's heavy. It's an impressive animal. A magnificent one. She's incredibly strong. When they're like that, I can't do anything. Can't take any photos. I have to wait until she calms down and not let her wrap herself around me because she's strong enough to break a few of my ribs by constriction alone. This species is the largest in Africa. She's not the biggest one I've ever seen, but she's already a decent size. She's strong. She must have eaten quite a few pigs. Hey, no wrapping yourself around me. Okay. I think she's calmed down sufficiently for me to take pictures of her head. I'm going to take a few risks because I have to hold her a little further down to take the photo. So if ever she turns around, she can bite me. Let's avoid upsetting her. There. Quickly grab her behind the head again. Now I need the side photo. Beautiful. The tricky moment is when you let go of the head. There. I need to bunch her back up a bit. Okay. That's what I want. Easy, isn't it? Now I just got to put her on her back. I'm not sure how that's going to go down. There. She's on her back. She needs to calm down. There, she's calming. This is the first time I've put a python this size on its back. I'm not quite sure how to go about it. So, they always tend to turn over because it's not a natural position for them. There. Calm down. The only way to do this is to put the snake on its back, delicately, over and over again, and after a while it feels safe. It stops moving. How about this? How does it feel? I'm going to have to be very quick about this. The point here is to be able to count the ventral scales, and that's the case here. You can count them all. Isn't that great? She's finally calmed down. All it took was a lot of patience. She's magnificent. Those very long lungs are really impressive. She's breathing peacefully. You can see the very large ventral scales. Well, thanks for the photo. This is really an impressive animal. Here along the body, you can see all the crawling muscles. The python was really unhoped for. I never thought I'd find one. Especially that size is great. But I came here for the monitor lizard and it escaped yesterday. Okay, I know where it lives. I'll go back there and with a bit of luck, it will be back. The monitor. What a beast. You made me work for that one. Here is not bad. We're in the shade. Set up, it's tedious but necessary. There. Calm down. No biting. Let's just take a photo of the head. With your mouth open? Okay, it's funny. You can see the tongue. I need to clean you up a bit because you're still a little wet. So monitor lizards swell up their necks like this to look more impressive. You don't impress me. He needs to understand we're pals because if he starts running... Now, I need to take it slowly. There, calm down. You can see his ears clearly. They don't protrude like ours. They're just holes and skin. There. Isn't he handsome? He has yellow spots. Okay. You really need to watch out for that. They have very sharp claws and he could really hurt me. There. And you need to watch out for the tail because it's like a whip. See? You're relaxing. I'm releasing my hold on you. Okay. I'm getting ready. I'll have to do this quickly. Okay, I was expecting this. Okay. Okay. He's beautiful. And so is the photo. It's going well. Now I need to turn him over, clean him up, and take the ventral photo. There. Okay, I'm ready. He's trying to bite me. I need to get him to relax. When they're in captivity, monitor lizards can be very friendly. They're only aggressive when they're afraid. Don't move. I'm going to take a photo, that's it. There. I have my photo. See? We're pals. Okay. I'm taking you back home to the beach. The python and the monitor, that was something. But here there are no Gaboon vipers, and that is one of my objectives for the encyclopedia. So I'm going to have to leave the island and go back into the deep jungle. size of this tree is impressive. A branch fell down on another tree here and broke everything. Wait, what's that? Oh, a Betis nasicornis. Incredible. It has a cryptic pelt. You can hardly see it. Cryptic means that it melts in with its surroundings. It's not moving. It just stays there until a prey comes. It's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to set up the studio and then I'll come back to get it. Well, I'm going to have to wake you up. You're still asleep. The upside of having been captured is that I can help you molt. See, it's a win-win situation. Okay, I'm removing the shed skin even if he doesn't really like it. Like that, I have nice photos and he'll have nice skin. The good thing about molting is their colors become much sharper. There, you're gorgeous. Okay, let's do this. There we go. You're as pretty as can be. Don't be angry. I'm going to try to roll him up quietly if he lets me. Okay, I'm going to use my hat. You need to be extremely careful because although these are slow snakes, they strike very fast. They're among the fastest striking snakes. They just move differently from other snakes. Look, there's a nice burrow for you. Little bit more. That's it. Okay, that's done. But it's not very pretty. The head should come out of it. There, lift your head up a bit. I like that position. I'm going to protect my fingers with this glove. It's really a rather incredible snake. The designs look as if they'd been generated by a computer. It's called Betis nasicornis because it has horns, and the common name is the Rhinoceros viper because of its two large horns in the front of the snout. Now he's in an attacking position. He can strike from a distance of about 40 centimeters by projecting his head and leaning on his body. See what I mean when I say they're dangerous? So I was at a safe distance and I didn't get bitten. But actually, they are so fast that if ever they attack, you don't have time to move. They can bite and leave before you've even realized. And when you do notice, it's too late. So you must never let your guard down. The rolled up position is really typical of this type of snake. They can stay rolled up like this for days and even weeks. And they only move when prey passes in front of them, and you saw at what speed they move. They're really fast. Well, as always, the belly shot left. That's always a fun moment. How do you turn such a large viper over? Okay, let's see if he likes being on his back. But I'm not too sure about that. There we go. Perfect. How beautiful. What an incredible animal. Get up. There. Okay. I'm going to take him back home, even if it's not very far. You'll be better off than in the sun. You're not really a sun snake. Hey, you're jumping, eager to get home, hey? Bye. I'm really happy I found this one. Even though I'd like to find the Gaboon viper, it's the same family but really a size above. This is an unusual place. A large rocky mound in the middle of the jungle. You have to look everywhere. At this hour, they're usually in the bushes. They're no longer in the sun because it's getting too hot. Ah, well, this is great. I think that's it. Finally, I found the Gaboon viper, Vitis gabonica. Okay. Let's see if it's aggressive. It's enormous. Wow. Now it's in striking position. You mustn't fool around with this kind of animal. This is a very muscular snake, and you need to be very quick when immobilizing the head, because it uses all of its body to pull, and it's very strong. You need to be very careful. The snake holds the record for the longest venomous fangs. You have to do it quietly but quickly. There. So, here are the Gaboon viper fangs. Here you can see it breathing. The trachea is open and the tongue comes out from under the trachea. He's still giving out venom. This is the number 2 snake in terms of quantity of venom. It has 2,400 milligrams of dry venom. That's so much. It's trickling down to the ground. Impressive. I've never seen anything like it. Wow, he's not happy. He's giving it a second round. Incredible. Usually it's 1 or 2 drops, and here it's by streams. If you get bitten, you can swell up really quickly. The edema forms very fast and you die if you're not treated. Well, I'll just try to avoid getting bitten. Okay, I'm gonna leave him alone. There. He's in the bag. Not happy about it. It's incredible, the strength he has. There, get in the bag. There. I'm going to start with the headshots. The venom has dried up on my hook. It's powder. Dry venom like this isn't dangerous. As long as it's not in the bloodstream, it's no problem. I'm going to try it like this. Sometimes when they stay partially in the bag, it helps them stay calm, and I can take a photo of the head. Nice, isn't it? I love the line under the eye. It's really pretty. A large black square and a line tracing away from the eye. It's super heavy. He doesn't entirely fit on the box. What a beast. You have to watch out. Scientists in South Africa have observed a Vitis gabonica that didn't move for 90 days waiting for prey. You cannot play a patience game with a Vitis gabonica. Ah, a bit too small. Okay. Both gloves now. I'm going to turn him over. That's it. So, will you be kind enough to stay on your back? I'd like that. That's not going to be easy. He has ventral scales like I've never seen before. The whole width, and they go up at the sides. Okay, I have to start again. There. Quiet. The tip of each scale is bordered in gold. Very pretty. In the end, it's not that difficult. Okay, let's not leave them in the sun for too long. It's not natural for them. There. Nap time is over. This is an animal that inspires respect. Well, I'm really happy. The Gaboon viper is mythical. And it's also dangerous, so you always feel the tension wearing off at the end of a shoot and the pressure of getting good photos. But finally, he calmed down and it's going to be a really nice photo board. Uganda will leave me with tremendous memories with all of the species I caught. Very rare species, beautiful animals with the incredible capacity to adapt to their environment. And for the encyclopedia, it's a really nice step forward. So, this concludes my journey with an exceptional animal.